recycled pen bin. So cute. Oh, my baby. My baby. Yeah, let's get on the car. Oh, it's scalding hot out here. Scalding. Absolutely scalding. Really, really bad. If you don't have to be out today, don't be out. Right, girl? Right, girl? Aww. Aw, honey. Hold on one second. Let me get my stuff here together. Oh, God. Oof. Yeah, it is really bad out. Good. I know yesterday was really bad also, and the heat was getting to her, but I'd never seen her do that. Right, love? Right, love? I hope they don't have to euthanize you, but if they do, you have been a sweet little addition to my life. You added a lot of joy, a lot of pleasure. You're a little sweetie pie, baby. You're the last doggy. Yeah, you're the last doggy. Oh, I love you. I love you. Who's the good girl? Who's the good girl? Maybe you just need some hydration, honey, right? You might just need some hydration. Look at you. Look at you. Aw. When I first saw her, I was like, oh my God, I fell in love with her. That little face. And she was in the kennel in the SPCA in Briarcliff. Remember the day we met? I'll never forget it. Look at you. Look at you. So lovable. And the other dogs I had, my first miniature pincher, he would walk on our backs. He was great. And the rat terrier that we had, Miss Darla, from the Little Rascals, yes. And you were all the three little rascals, right? And you all took baths together, remember? And you played with your rubber duckies. Hey, honey, I feel good. I feel good. I don't know. Let's see what they say. Let's see what they say. You might just need some antibiotics because you can live with the cough. Can keep you going with that cough. Just don't want to see you keep losing blood. Yeah. And she coughs so hard, her eyes tear and her ribs, expand. I don't want the poor baby to break a rib or something. As it is, she's got arthritis in her hind legs and her hips, just like her mother. Bursitis, arthritis, osteoitis, everything's got an itis. Oh God, it's an itis, Deena, it's an itis. Everything in life is an itis. Or an ism. You don't have to worry about isms. You should hear the crap that people talk about. Deena? Like people, they complain about stupid luxury stuff. Yeah. You never heard me complain about anything like anything. Like, no, Ma, you're the best. Ah, my baby. She's so adorable. She's just such a little cute baby. Oh, and never buy a dog from a breeder. I mean, yeah. Well, from a private breeder, yeah. Never buy a pet from a pet shop. Oh, you see her hind legs? Yeah. So yeah, this is the agenda. This is my day here Wednesday. Summertime. Summertime. Okay, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. All right. Okay. My Venmo app is on here. Feel free. Anybody. Venmo? I don't know. I come here because it's only like about the visit is like I think 40, and then any injections and everything they're very very good price wise. A lot of these places, man, you're paying for their rent. You're paying for their property taxes. You're paying their car note. Yeah, I remember I took her to a dentist in Danbury, a vet in Danbury. She had to have teeth. It was like friggin' $800. Remember that? I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah, like 800. It's like, oh my goodness gracious. And then I had to go back to get her because she had to stay overnight because they gave her the anesthesia. And then I got lost and the place was shutting down and they were like, imagine me getting lost. Uh, well, we're going to be closing in 5 minutes and you're going to have to come back again. It'll be another hospital stay, an overnight stay charge. I was like, listen, I'm like 10 minutes out, please. I got lost. You understand? And then they had a bunch of traffic. When you go up federal, it's called, I said, it's called State Road. That's what it's called, State Road. State Road 7 up in, over there by Danbury. But anyway, I'll keep everybody posted. Oh, my Venmo's on here. It's on. Look on my links. Okay. Peace, everybody. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. Stay indoors if you're in this Northeast region, unless you have to be out. And for anybody working outdoors, I mean, yeah, you should not be required by any means necessary to do manual labor on days like this. Because when you end up, keeling over because you're, heat exhaustion, whatever, or stroke or an embolism from the heat, yeah, then what? Is the company they're gonna cover your expenses that you and your family have? No. They're doing that down in the Florida land, removing all those rights for people. Yeah, they are so tripped out. These politicians, man. You keep watching me. Keep watching me. And like I said, you see how things are starting? Do you see how things are starting now to slowly unravel? You see what's happening? You play around people enough, and slowly but surely, it starts to kind of like implode. But it does it slow. I use the analogy of with the bad pipes on threads for infrastructure. This is why we have these water main breaks that with whatever, with the rain that we had. They put, okay, when they're doing wells for pipes, if there is a little tiny scratch that's porous, that little tiny scratch, due to corrosion and erosion and time and oxidation, that'll turn into a hole. Then that hole will turn into a sinkhole, and that turn into a flood. But if they keep hiring bad contractors. Listen, I'm going to say something to the city. I'm going to say this to everybody in government. There's a lot of underhanded. There's a lot of money that goes to make stuff pass. You understand? There's a lot of money in it. There's a lot of money in the game, because if a contractor gets a bid for $5-7 million and he's got an assignment of 18 months to bang that out, right? They're going to make it happen. And when they do it like that, you have a couple of inspectors lined up in your pocket. You hand somebody, you give them, yeah, here's, I'll give you $100,000. I'll give you $100,000. I'll give you part of the money. Pass this. Yeah. It's very, it's and not here in New York only, everywhere. Like, I was always amazed, like, at seeing all this stuff. I was like, okay, this is how the city operates. Everything is below ground. Our water, our gas, we have utility lines up above. But when are they going to fix this? Even in New Jersey, right? Like, I remember coming home from New Jersey, and that Route 22 flooded out. Like, and even with my husband, because he lived in Jersey when he was younger. Um, he would tell me, like, if a couple of times we'd go over there because he had to get equipment, and different roads. He's like, I can't believe this. This has been happening since I'm a little kid. I said, I just remember Route 22. That's what I remember. But like Perth Amboy, you get lousy contractors. Lousy contractors, you know. Get a underhanded welding inspector. You know, money talks. Money talks. My husband's company, they did stuff and they wrapped it up. They got it boom, boom, straightened out. They did stuff. The work that they did never had to be done over again. And he used to run all those jobs. Yep. One place in particular he was running during, when I was vocal on social media about a situation that occurred in SA with the Popo from that report was made. Anyway, he was working in one police plaza. He goes in every morning. He's got to get his ID, right? His name was Mark Perry. So the guy gives him the ID and he pulls it out and he hands it to my husband, you know, with the adhesive, so he didn't see the photo. Usually they always like they pull it out, they give you so you see, you know. Any case, some chump that knew he was my husband decides to print out a Mark Perry, but a black Mark Perry, a black man. My husband looked at it, he goes, are you effing kidding me? What are you doing? And I had already told him what had happened, and he had said, oh yeah, there he goes, maybe I'll run into him, I could bounce him on my knee, you know. But anyway, people who do that, they have, you know, it must have happened to them. It must have happened to them, you know. Anyway, hello everybody. Okay, we're gonna go. But yeah, that was people being stupid. Like I said, be stupid with the Karens and Kens that you line yourself up with. Get stupid with the wrong person, do the wrong thing, and it'll be addressed. And, you know, everything that people try to do that is undercover, it comes to the surface. Like a story. Here she comes. Is she for me? No. Lady I work with, one of her family members, her sister, she was in a relationship. He was married, and has a baby. He's, I don't want nothing to do with it. Okay. She's like, well, she had the baby. So now, you know, you always hear those stories like somebody knocking on the door, or, you know, you get something in the mail, certified mail. Yeah. The best thing to do, people, is to be honest. The best thing to do is be honest. And if, you know, you're you're looking to, you know, play around because, you know, you're tired of, you know, the same old, you know, that's too bad. That's too bad. Because it's just, women do it too. And it's like, okay, but that's what you're going to do. Just, you know, if you're going to have an open relationship, you have an open relationship, and it's just for the finances. But getting people involved, no, you don't do that. You don't do that. That's just, nope. Be on your best behavior at all times. At all times, people. I just had a situation now. Somebody that was, well, just so happened to forgot to say that they were married. I'm not married, my wife is. I'm not married, my husband is. I told you, I got the invention. It's a detachable extremity. Anyway, my poor baby. Aw. Keep my fingers crossed. She might come home. Or I might have to come pick her back up tomorrow if she gets hydration or something. Right, lovey? They tell me when I got here early. I got here like 15 minutes early. Tell me to wait. Okay, I'm still here. She's waiting. She came before me. Other people are waiting. Everybody, have a good day. Okay, somebody else is coming out. She's coming out with her dog. Or she works here. Oh, look at that dog. How cute. Oh my God. Oh my God. This weather is horrible. The pressure, all the stuff that's in the air. Oh, look, chemtrail. There's a chemtrail. Chemtrail. Look at this. It's crazy, man. You can't see it. Way up there. Freaking chemtrails. People wonder why people are always getting sick. Yep. I keep saying, okay, I'm gonna go. But I want to talk about food. I'll talk until she comes out. I gotta go. When you're buying your meats or your whatever you buy, try to just go to a butcher, because the supermarkets with the temperature control for meats, you know, and never, this is very important, people, never buy any pre-seasoned meat, okay, because that covers up any type of odor that you might not be able to pick up. And chicken that is purchased in the markets is bleach washed to brighten it up. I'm gonna post a video that I watched about bad foods and what's, you know, killing Americans. All the toxins that are around. Oh, and they showed on another video, they showed it was an MRI of this woman's face and her lips from the fillers, and she had all the, like, because that stuff, they can put an injection to remove it, but it still stays in your tissues. Yeah. Everybody wants to be perfect. Everybody wants to be like airbrush. Everybody wants to be glamorous. Oh, and ladies, okay, I wear makeup. I don't wear a lot of makeup, but these makeup tutorials where it's like, you know, you're putting on 25 things on your face, it's overboard. And the fake eyelashes, women, please listen. Do not wear fake eyelashes. Do not wear fake eyelashes. You are basically putting gasoline onto your eyelids, because the glue that's required is a petroleum base, and it has other stuff in it, okay? And that adhesive, it's not healthy for your skin. And the nails, oh my goodness, I see these women that they have like the claws and always with the fake nails. People wonder why we have all these conditions. You know, like if you read international, like medical journals, United States, we have the highest, we have an enormously high level of ailments, and it's from the products, because the FDA doesn't give two poops, because it's mass production, you know, make, you know, 50 million of them. You know, it costs us $1.50 to make. We have to sell them for $30, you know. Oh, like the makeup, some of the makeup containers, oh my God. I was in a store in Manhattan, I won't say the name, but it's on 59th in Lexington, near 59th and Lexington, right across the street, and it's on a road that goes southbound, and it's also on another road that goes upbound, northbound. One makeup brand starts with a C, ends with an L, C-H-L. This compact thing, and I'm talking 20 years ago, because I haven't lived in Manhattan since 2004. 2005, I still had the apartment. Whatever it was. In any case, it was like $100 or like $125 for a compact. And I look at it and I feel the weight. Yeah, it had nice packaging and all. Look at the ingredients. It's the same ingredients that you're gonna get from another brand that you spend, $20 for, $15 for. It's crazy. Read, people. Reading comprehension can take you around the world in your mind. This lady sitting out here in the heat. Oh, God bless her. Not me. Is this girl coming out for me? Oh no. Is she an employee here? Is she coming to the car? No. Nope. Hey baby, I'm gonna go to Adams and I'm gonna go get some peppers. Oh no, I'm not gonna go there. I'll go to the other store. Yeah, those ointments, like those creams and everything, $65 for a little jar. Yeah, right. Glycerin, vegetable glycerin, cold pressed vegetable glycerin oil, organic. When your skin is damp after you wash your face, you apply it. You let your face air dry. Your face will be like a baby's butt. And it's also a great primer for your makeup. Castor seed oil, phenomenal. You could use the vegetable glycerin in your hair when your hair is damp as a conditioner. All the beauty products, all the moisturizers contain glycerin. So, yeah, like I said, not only am I a new... This is why the kids didn't like me in school, because I always knew the answers. And I'd raise my hands and then it'd be like, there she goes again. Shut up! You can't show off your intelligence because people think you're like, people are ridiculous. That's why I ride solo. Eagles fly alone. This eagle's gonna go. Hopefully she'll come back home with me. If not, well, Deena, just know that people love you. People love dogs. You are the saving grace for this planet and this universe. Pets. Right? All right, baby. All right. Signing off. Signing off. Bye-bye.